Hi Scorpio, happy birthday to all the beautiful October born Scorpios. We are approaching your season, but before that it is essential that you rest up a little bit. Libra season really pulls you into your feelings and your unconscious mind. Dreams become more unusual and you may develop a deeper interest in lucid dreaming or astral travel. This is time to work through some issues that begin to creep up for you when the planets start moving into Libra. Mercury is in your sign for the whole month and will retrograde on the 13th. Now, you went through this last year, and all it means is that you're feeling the need to speak your mind more and communicate how you're really feeling. The retrograde only enhances those energies, and you'll be able to speak your mind beautifully and have opportunities to do so. We have a full moon in Aries on the 1st of October, which illuminates your 6th house of work. Some project or job may come to a close, or you may end a chapter of a particular line of work. You may also experience some flare-ups. Listen to your body around this time, as it is communicating with you where it needs your attention the most. We have a second full moon on the 31st of the month in your opposite sign of Taurus, which puts your romantic commitments into the spotlight. Feelings in love are more intense and exciting due to the connection between this full moon and Uranus, also in the sector, so sparks may fly around this time between you and a significant other. Someone may want to get serious with you or you with someone else. Now, the main challenges this month, Scorpio, lie between your 12th and 3rd houses. It is possible that you're a little too secretive. This is a wonderful time to work through and break through thinking patterns that are no longer serving you, and this astrological tension can show you where you're allowing your unconscious fears and past pain to dictate how you communicate and think productively. This could be a death of the ego moment for you, so it is an amazing month for making some breakthroughs in personal therapy and working through some deep secrets that just aren't as scary when you talk about them. Here's the thing. You expose your secrets in moments of self-sabotage anyway. Maybe talking through them and gaining the awareness of them is something that can finally crack that code and stop the runaway train when you get triggered. Venus is in your 11th house of wishes, and it's going to positively aspect Uranus in your partnership zone on the 10th and then trine your sector of communication on the 21st and 24th. So if you have romantic wishes that you haven't seen manifest, it looks like you might see some magic sparkle in these areas. Despite this, there will be a mutable square with Venus opposing Pisces, Neptune, and squaring the nodes. Mutable squares are the least bothersome, but it will push you to work through any issues in your relationships in all areas, especially love and intimacy. This is all happening around the new moon in your 12th and the 16th, so make it a priority, Scorpio, to set some intentions for healthier thought patterns and a healthy relationship with yourself. It's a month to heal your soul, Scorpio, and regenerate for your season. Have a wonderful month. Hi Scorpio, welcome to the tarot portion of October 2020. Let's have a little look and see what your cards are saying. First and foremost, happy birthday to all the October Scorpios. I've got my little Scorpio mug for Scorpio season here. I am drinking coffee because it is the morning. And it's unusual to read Scorpios in the morning, I know, but I'm noticing in life... Ooh, Two of Cups just popped out. Interesting that there is a full moon at the very end of the month on Halloween in your relationship sector. We also have Libra season, the season of balance. So, looking like a partnership may feature quite heavily in your month, Scorpio. Let's have a little nosy at your cards and see what they have to say. But yes, I'm noticing in life that Scorpio ascendants are far less morning people than Scorpio suns. Why is that? And why are Scorpio ascendants always born at night? Queen of Cups, right off the bat we have your energy, the Sun, the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and Temperance. Beautiful. What's underneath? Ace of Wands. Cool. Okay. Let me see what your cards have to say. Okay, so fire signs are represented here, especially Leo and Sagittarius. The water signs are also represented, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So Libra season makes sense for you. Your 12th house of healing, as I talked in the astrology, and the outcome with the Temperance card is the healing. It's a very healing energy. Temperance, especially if you're dealing with a fire sign, I can't help but notice. So think sun, moon, ascendant of people you're dealing with, because the Knight of Wands is coming up in the helpful position, and temperance is balancing water and fire, opposing energies that shouldn't work well but do. I remember a long time ago when my first ever tarot reading, actually, I'll never forget it. Because I was so much younger, but I remember having a conversation with the man reading my cards, and he was brilliant in hindsight. And I remember him explaining to me, because I was very averse to fire signs at the time, being young, you have your textbook idea of what signs are compatible. And I remember him saying to me, fire and water makes steam, and steam is very cleansing. So when I see temperance, I always think of steam. I always think of being able to release the toxins, purge out the bad stuff. And that is when you blend the energies well. Obviously when they're out of balance and you have too much fire, water just evaporates, or you can use your water to douse out a flame. So for a lot of you, Scorpio, Libra season is that bridge between your unconscious mind and your active mind, and trying to marry the two to heal, because what we have stored unconsciously cannot heal until we understand it, or we at least acknowledging it. With any healing in life, acknowledging it is the first step. So whether you're dealing with a conflict, whether you're dealing with indecision in business in particular, all of that is designed to heal you. So once you start the process of understanding where the problem is, where your issue is, where their issue is, where the perceived problem is, we can often find some blocks below the surface. Okay, so I think for you, Scorpio, there's a lot of release in Libra season and a lot of understanding. So Scorpios are often very good at understanding and seeing other people's blocks, their subconscious blind spots. But with yourself, sometimes it can be very hard to acknowledge that there's an issue. Okay, so temperance energy, Scorpio, is saying that if there has been friction, in particular in your emotional or creative sectors, because I'm noticing that a lot of the friction this month for you is occurring between your 6th house with Mars being there, your 12th house with Libra being there, the Libra sun, and also your 3rd house of communication and thinking. So when I see the 12th house and the 3rd house clash is a big theme of October, Scorpio, what you have to heal is the way that you think. It's kind of, when we think of Gemini and Pisces, we think of the intuition versus the thinking logical brain. Okay, so we also interestingly have a mutable square this month around the Libra full moon as well, occurring in your 5th house, your 11th house, your 8th house, and your 2nd house. So there is a lot going on in terms of tension. So when we see tension in astrology, don't fear it, because it's designed to generate a breakthrough of some sorts. And I see that here with the Ace of Wands and the Chariot underneath. Wow. Okay, so some kind of spark, some kind of new decision, something new that goes forward, okay? And moves you beyond your anxious mind. So one of the things that's coming up with the 9 of Pentacles in the challenging position, Scorpio, is that you may be concerned about money and work. So this makes sense when Mars is in the 6th, it's in retrograde, meaning that work is challenging, co-workers are challenging, bosses are challenging, there is a lot of toxicity. And with the mutable square touching your 8th house and your 2nd house of other people's money and your money, particularly as far as friendships and love and children goes, you're really understanding where there are some money blocks, okay? And so with the 9 of Pentacles here, I think, Scorpio, that you're going to have to understand, and for some of you, maybe you have Pisces in your chart, because this would make sense too, but you're going to have to understand where your worth is not actually determined by your financial situation, okay? You're leading up now to Sagittarius season. Your season comes first, but Sagittarius season's right around the corner, and that's when you start to understand and see evidence of what you value and how much you value it, because there will be an eclipse there. And, with the nodes being where they are over the next couple of years, you're really going to have some big changes as far as money goes, and the way that you relate to money. And you're probably feeling that already. You're probably understanding some kind of relationship with worth and value and possessions, you're starting to understand it's a bit off, is what I'm seeing here. So with Temperance, I feel that you're being asked with Libra season, as cliche and pop astrology as this sounds, you are being asked to find a balance, okay? So what's working for you really well this month is the Knight of Wands. So some of you could actually be traveling. I find it unlikely with the astrology being the way it is, that you would be traveling far, to be honest. There is a lot of push and pull restriction going on in the sky in October, but the Knight of Wands is saying to me that you could be changing residence, and if you're changing residence, it's for the better. You could be... Because the Knight of Wands has usually come up to me before I'm about to move house or something like that. So I'm thinking it could be a literal move. It could be moving in with somebody. Because there's two characters here. The Queen of Cups and the Knight of Wands. You could be moving in with somebody. You could be moving to be with somebody. But this is also saying that your sense of adventure and reaching new heights and having fun is starting to come back if it has been tricky. Because Virgo season is very anxious for a lot of people. I know that it's well aspected for Scorpios, but it doesn't mean you're immune to the anxious feelings that come with it. With the Sun in the middle, this could be vacation plans for next year or the end of the year or whatever's going on. I don't know what's going on in individual countries. I stay away from the news because it's just designed to keep us divided and also designed to make us operate from a sense of fear. I don't like it. Knight of Wands... Knight of Wands is saying that you could also be dealing with a fire sign, of course. So Sun, Moon, Rising, someone who's really very healing for you is one thing I'm seeing with Temperance here, okay? So it's looking pretty nice, Scorpio. With the Sun in the middle, I feel that you're looking for heat. You're looking for optimism. You're looking for positivity. And with the Jupiter being such a highlighted point of this month and now being direct, a lot of people are getting their optimism back even when things feel pressured. We're still being asked astrologically to lead with Jupiter, so being expansive, being optimistic, being gregarious, being full of belief and using our wisdom is important. Let's have a little look at your oracle cards and see what they have to say to clarify. Scorpio, ooh. Okay. Couple things. 7th chakra, ooh, and the 1st chakra. Okay. Interesting. The first and the last chakra. So staying in balance is very important. Having all your chakras aligned. Listening to meditations that balance chakras. Because with the all tied up card, Scorpio, with the Knight of Wands in particular being positive for you, I feel that your sense of adventure is really looking to lead you to new places and free yourself. I think for many of you, you feel all tied up financially or in career. The strategy card has been coming up a lot for you. I'm just going to draw one more. The strategy card is all about figuring certain things out, and with so much in your 3rd house, I see that. Ooh, door to spirit. Beautiful. Okay. So your manifesting power is yet again coming through writing. I'm pretty sure this has come up for you quite a lot. As I say, with Jupiter now direct in the 3rd, you would be a fool not to be writing down your intentions because your word is so powerful. That's how you manifest at the moment. When you have Jupiter in the 3rd, it's through writing, it is through speaking, it is through journaling, scripting, anything like that. I'm going to clarify Temperance. Hey, look, the 2 of Cups is popping up again. I'm going to keep it. Wants to be seen. Okay. And the 10 of Wands is underneath. Interesting. Let's see what's underneath that. The Ace of Cups. Okay, so Temperance, 9 of Cups, and the 2 of Cups. For a lot of you that are going through a period of relationship worries, check your worth, okay? So one thing that I'm seeing is abundantly clear here with the Nine of Pentacles, also the first chakra, Scorpio, is that if you're having relationship issues at the moment, do check in with your self-worth and see if you're valuing yourself enough, if you are respecting yourself enough, because there are a lot of, there's a lot of mental unraveling, like a ball of string is sort of what I'm seeing. It's like what's coming to my mind. And that's how your head is working. And this October is fantastic for you in the long run because of the aspects between Mars and the Capricorn energy, but also Libra season. It's like unraveling all these tied up loose, the tied up card. Yes, this makes sense. It's unraveling all these it's unraveling these balls of string in order for you to understand where it's coming from. It's unraveling, unknotting your mental faculties. It's where you're feeling like everything is kind of jarred and you're being asked to unravel it all and get back into balance in order to see things clearly, because your words are very revealing to other people this month. So if you think you're keeping secrets, Scorpio, when you self-sabotage, you're not. You reveal yourself then. So make sure that you're as much in control of your own healing process as possible, because there's some beautiful, beautiful things here. With the Nine of Cups and the Two of Cups as clarifiers, you are healing, and by healing, you're calling in a period of satisfaction, particularly in love or relationships. I feel that where there's been conflict, which will be a given in October for everybody, I feel that where there's conflict, it almost pulls you closer in with somebody, or there's been a challenging situation, it brings you closer to someone, or it brings you closer to manifesting a relationship if that's what you're looking for. One of the things with Temperance is that I feel that there's a healthy aspect of friendship to your relationships, regardless whether they're family, whether they're love. There's a healthy aspect of friendship coming up here for you, Scorpio. To anything, and that's not to disregard romance. I'm just saying that if you are romantically involved, there is a very healing aspect here and a very strong sense of reaching and understanding, healing a relationship, and maybe even reconciling after a period of difficulty, if that's what it is. And I feel like a lot of this is coming up with, especially the 12th house, door to spirit. You're more psychic, you're more in tune, but you're also able to understand, Scorpio, where some of your psychic senses get blocked by your mental faculties, because you can really override your intuition, and you can justify your you can justify your psychological itch to keep things the same by your intuition. But sometimes when you're leading by a place of fear, Scorpio, that's not your intuition. That is your brain telling you, I need to work on something. Okay, so whatever it is that you need to work on this month, you're going to be successful. You're going to open yourself up for blessings. I also see this as Jupiter. So look out for Jupiter around the 14th. Around the 14th, look for something beautiful to manifest. Okay, Scorpio, so we're going to jump into your extended. It's going to be linked below. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful October, and I'll see you soon. Bye.